So I have officially uploaded 100 videos on my YouTube channel. And that's something I'm really proud of, not only because of the amount of work that it's taken, but also because it's really forced me to acknowledge and push past the perfectionism that I've dealt with throughout the process. If you're new here, my name is Jared. I primarily make videos about photography, street photography, and just documenting my life here in New York City. But because this is my 100th video, or because I just uploaded my 100th video, I thought it would be fun to step in and talk about what the process of doing that has been like for me, and some of the challenges I've overcome, things that I've learned along the way, in hopes that maybe if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel yourself, that it may help you get going, or if you're in the process now, maybe it'll help you learn something new as you go. So without further ado, let's get into it. So before we really dive into everything I've learned, etc., what I want to talk about in this video, I would like to give you a little bit of a backstory of my channel and what the process for me has been like so far with uploading. So I started uploading on my channel in 2020, and up until that point, I had always wanted to make a YouTube channel. I love YouTube. I've been a big fan of it for a while, inspired by people in the past like Casey Neistat, his whole circle, and just so many other people. And I just always thought it was so cool. And, you know, with being inspired by those people in the way that I was, I thought it would be cool to maybe have my own channel one day where I could inspire others in the way that it's helped me. That was just one reason. But I never knew what to do. I never knew what to make, never knew what to talk about, never felt ready, too embarrassed, afraid of judgment. All of these things were coming up that were holding me back from doing it. Until finally, fast forward years down the line, when I got into photography, had been shooting for a few years, absolutely loved it, found my passion, and then found other photography channels on YouTube and thought maybe this is the thing that I could do. In 2020, I came across the POV videos, which is where photographers would put a GoPro on their chest and go out and document their sessions. And I thought it was so cool, and I thought maybe this is the thing that I can do to start. So that's what I did. I went out and bought a GoPro, went out and filmed a session, was so excited, and then came the editing process, and it took me months to edit, which makes sense. It was my first video. Was sitting on it for months, tweaking and tweaking, kept rendering it out, watching the video on my TV, taking notes, going back in, tweaking stuff until there was absolutely nothing left, and then I finally uploaded it. And to my surprise, the video actually ended up doing pretty well, which was cool, very exciting. It was also shocking, and it just put even more pressure on me to feeling like I needed to, raise the bar for the next video. So sure enough, filmed the second one, took 3 to 4 months to edit and upload it. Video did well, which was cool, but again, raised the bar even higher for me and made me even more nervous. Third video on the channel came literally like 5 or 6 months later. It was like long enough for me to have to address it in the intro. I'm gonna play that for you here. If you aren't new here, you've probably noticed that I haven't uploaded in a while. It's been about 4 months since my last video. I've been working on this last one for the last 3 months or so, which is crazy, and I've had the majority of it done. I've been trying to record my intro, this intro, and I've recorded it at least 15 times. And I watch it back and I'm thinking, oh, that's not good, do it one more time. Oh, I can do it again, do it one more time. And the result of that is that I haven't uploaded in 4 months because I want it to be perfect. And these videos will not be perfect. There never is a perfect video. So I gotta push that aside. And the more I upload, the more I will learn. And that's the point. So I was absolutely dealing with all these thoughts in my head, thinking like these videos have to be perfect. Everyone has to be a masterpiece. I need to put these out. And as a result of that, I uploaded 3 videos in 2020. And then that process continued in 2021, where I also uploaded 3 videos throughout the year. And then 2022 came and I uploaded 7 videos. So it got a little bit better. And then 2023, I uploaded 25 videos. 2024, last year, I uploaded 41 videos. So every year got better, but there was a big jump in 2023 and 4. And that's finally when I got into a groove with it, took it more seriously, and really wanted to make this a priority in my life and in my creative journey to make videos and continue with the process. Until now, finally, in 2025, my channel is close to hitting 5,500 subscribers, and I'm officially a monetized YouTube creator. Very exciting. You know, it's not a lot of money having a smaller channel, but getting paid anything at all for this, for doing anything that you love, is really cool, especially since I've been doing it for free for the last 4 years. So how did I do this? How did I go from 6 videos in 2 years to 41 videos in 1 year? And the answer is that I realized it is so much more important to upload the videos and learn from each upload as you go, instead of taking months and months at a time to perfect one video and put it up and then, take months again to put up another one. I learned that throughout the process of creating and taking action is actually how you learn to make better videos. So if I'm making 3 videos a year, I'm not going to learn as much as I would be making 41 videos in a year, because every time you upload, you learn something else about the previous video you just made and how you can improve the next one. Even though it's scary and terrifying, uploading is the way to actually learn how to improve the videos. You won't learn, and you aren't learning, if you aren't uploading and creating videos in general. And that's where the perfectionism comes into play and can hold you back. Something I always say is progress over perfection. I mean, I don't think that's original at all. That's everywhere. But it's so much more important to take action, and messy action. It doesn't have to be this beautiful masterpiece that you put out. All it takes is just uploading one video, and then the seal is broken. And then you watch it back, you learn from that video, and you expand upon it. And I think it's so important to just give yourself grace in the beginning, because you're not going to be great in the beginning. Nobody is. It takes time, and the only way to become really good at something is by doing it for an extended period of time. And you learn every time you upload a new video, etc. So I wrote down a little list here of just a few short things that I have actually learned throughout this process, just like some statements that I want to share with you. And they are: you'll never be ready. The journey begins when we decide to take the first step. This one is so important because, especially for me, I waited a long time to start a channel because I never felt ready. Granted, I did need something to talk about for the channel. That's also important too, but I think, this isn't the only place this has happened in my life. And I think, a lot of us wait for the right time to do something. We wait for the right circumstance. We wait, maybe when I get this camera, then I can do that thing. But there's always a way to start right now. There are plenty of YouTubers working on YouTube that primarily use their phone to film. I can give an example, Taylor Bell. She makes these really high quality vlogs, talks about finance topics, etc., and has a really successful channel all from her phone. So you will never be fully ready. We are ready when we decide to take the first step. I'm going to play a clip by Matt Diavilla. His channel is great. This video was actually a big push for me to start making my own videos, and what actually made me make the first video for my channel.
You need to start before you think that you're ready. And once you take that leap, you'll realize that it's not nearly as scary as you're making it out to be. You'll learn so much along the way. And yes, you might fail, but I'd so much rather you fail spectacularly than never give it a shot to begin with.
The next one is progress over perfection, like I just said. Perfectionism will eat you alive, and it'll make you tweak and tweak a video until months go by and then you finally upload it. But the reality is that you need to upload the videos and make the videos and move on to the next one in order to learn how to make them better. You need to upload and create in order to learn how to create better. So that's a really important one. Messy action is better than no action. The videos don't have to be great at the beginning, I think there's a lot of pressure for that to be the case, but it was the case with me. But I promise you, your first few videos probably won't even be seen after the first year that you're done making videos. Sure, if people are watching your channel, they love your content, they may go back and watch the first three or whatever, your first videos, but most of the time they're not that great anyway. And you will see for yourself when you go back and look at your first few videos how you could improve on them now, what you would have done differently, but you didn't know in the beginning. So it's really important to just start before you're ready and take messy action. Don't worry about, all of the details about how you're going to do it. Just do the best you can with what you have. That is so much more important. There is no such thing as perfect. We all know this, that, there is no such thing as perfect because everything is subjective. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their own views. So how could there be something called perfect if there are so many different views and opinions and objectives? Objectives? There's so many different opinions and views, and everything is subjective. I think this perfectionism mindset that we put on ourselves is come from a lot of reasons and from a lot of places, especially with social media now. And it's the only way to learn and to get better is to just push past it. I know it's hard, but just doing the best you can with what you have, giving yourself grace to make bad arts, to make bad things at the beginning, because that is the only way that you will actually get better. And you won't get better if you aren't uploading or making any videos. And last but not least, this sounds super cliche, but just be yourself. I know that's probably so annoying. I used to hate hearing this advice everywhere because I would always think, okay, yeah, what does that actually mean? And for me, with doing YouTube, I know exactly what that means now. When I first started making videos on my channel, I tried to talk like certain people that I watched. It was more so when I was filming sit-down intro clips for videos, I felt like I had to present myself in a certain way. I had to be the best, had to talk as clearly as I could, made it so much harder. And it took me a couple videos to realize that, and then I started to loosen up. And when I wasn't trying to be like somebody else, when I was just freely talking, just being open, expressing myself the way that I am, owning when I made a mistake, because that's just my personality. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. So why am I trying to be perfect in front of a camera? That is just, it's so important to remember to just act, just be your, I hate saying that. Don't try to force anything. I will say that. If it feels forced, you're probably not being yourself. And I promise you, this does come with time. It may be hard in the beginning, but the more videos that you do make, it does get easier for you to, open up a little bit more, and then you will start to feel more like yourself on camera. And I still struggle with this too with certain videos that I make, 100 videos in, but it has gotten so much easier than it was in the beginning when I started. So those are just, a handful of things that I've learned. It's been a crazy almost 5-year journey now on YouTube. It's been so much fun. So much has come from it, ultimately leading me to, being in New York. As a photographer, that was my biggest reason for wanting to come here, but also just the opportunities to take photos and make videos and just document my life more. I wanted to come here for the journey. And YouTube is just fun. It's a fun creative outlet. It's fulfilling. And when I started this channel, I had the thought, if I could inspire one person to pick up their camera, to just do more of what they love, make more time for the things that make them feel alive. If I can just do that for one person, then that would be amazing, because that's what YouTube did for me during a pretty dark time in my life. And it's been so incredible to see that that has happened, where people have commented saying that my video made them go out for a day and take photos and they had a great time, or made them pick up their camera again and just reinvest in the love for photography and just getting out there. I need to give one shout out. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name. I'm gonna have to find it on here, but for the sake of the video and timing, I believe his Instagram is Shots by Ruka. And I made a video about film photography a while ago. He found that video and watched it, and since then, was subscribed to the channel and watched my videos as he went on. Messaged me a little bit after saying he got his first film camera because of the video, and now he's taking photos Fast forward to now, he's taking photos for like the Portugal soccer team, like the major league, the major league team in the whatever the major. I don't really know sports that well, but he's crushing it, and that's just so cool. That hearing that was like, wow, YouTube is the coolest thing. You know, it's inspired me so much as a person, and to hear that, you know, you can inspire people as well with your journey and with your story is an incredible thing. If you find something interesting, usually other people will too. And we all have a story, we all have a unique experience to share. And, you know, our story is worthy of being heard. So if you are considering starting a YouTube channel, I hope this helps. Give yourself some grace. It does take time and it gets easier. Believe me, it is hard in the beginning, but it's so worth it. And if you are going in the journey, if you're feeling discouraged, please keep going. Don't give up. You know, if this is something you want to do, it takes time. Just trust the process. Have fun with it. You will learn more as you go. But it is so important to just keep uploading videos and don't try to make them perfect, because there is no such thing as perfect. Thanks for watching. Do more of what you love. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, giving it a like, and leave a comment down below. If you have anything else to share, I would love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you next time. See ya.